Alright, testing, 1, 2, 3. Okay, stream's working. Hello everyone. And Dusklight Gaming here, or Damon Dusklight if you follow me on YouTube. So, yesterday we tried to put out a couple of streams to start off the Nioh 2 series, but we ran into some complications and those streams had to be deleted. So we're gonna revitalize the series here on Twitch in the same format that we did the last Nioh playthrough, which will be streams broken up into parts and then uploaded onto YouTube from here. Anyway, let's not waste any time and get straight to it. Apologies for the sniffles. The weather here has been a bit shit.
Once upon a time, a giant man with horns appeared in a distant village. The villagers welcomed him with joy, believing he brought blessings from the spirit world. However, as time went by, they began to fear him. Tormented by the villagers, he began to attack them. Until he came to be dubbed a demon. One of the village youths decided to make a stand. He gathered a multitude of golden stones, forging them into a blade that gleamed with an otherworldly light. With this mysterious blade, the invincible demon was cut down at last. The young champion who slayed the fiend entrusted the blade Live on, my child. Be strong.
Ah, you have gone big, have you not?
I just can't wait to see how our child turns out. All I know is that there will be no limit to their potential.
Alrighty, so here we have the character creation for Nioh 2. So, unlike Nioh 1 where you play William, in this one you play a non-historical or half yokai character of your own making. I have already got a character saved here, so we're gonna play with that though. So let me introduce to you Thalia. So Thalia is one of three characters is of my own personal creation. The first one is Damon, my channel avatar. Thalia, the character's sister, and Noma, the the split twin of Damon. Anyway, I'm just going to give everyone a quick look to show off the character. Alright, and let's make a move on.
Grow up to be strong, won't you?
Alrighty, so here we have what I'm going to call the Nether Realm. So in this Nether Realm we can, or I think it's a dream space. Anyway, in this space we have a couple of different things we can do. One is picking the two weapons, and the two weapon types that we will start off with. And the second is picking what our starting Guardian Spirit will be. So, we do have a few familiar few familiar weapon types from the last game, as well as a couple of additional ones. So, let me go around and show off what we've got. So, we have the longsword, which was our main weapon, which was one of our two weapons for the first playthrough, alongside the spear. We have the axe, tonfa, one of the newer weapon types, the split staff, which I'm just going to show this off real quick. So the split staff basically functions like a large bow staff that deals bludgeoning damage, but well, I say bludgeoning damage, but that's my D&D brain talking. But if you hold down the buttons you use to attack, you can, and the chain on the inside will swing out the parts at the end and use them to smack any opponents you fight. That being said, the gap that you show off with those moves is it gives you a bit of an opening. So use it wisely if you pick this. Another new weapon is the fists. So this is basically your monk weapon if you want to get right up into something in its grill and smack them with your fists and legs. Another new weapon type we have is the hatchets. So these function basically how you would think. You can throw them and swing them around to slash at your enemies is within really close proximity. And then the last of the new weapon types is the switchglaive, my personal favorite weapon to come out of this game. So the switchglaive has 3 different modes that you can pick depending on the stance that you're in. So in mid stance we have the large spear glaive. In high stance we have a scythe, which has some really wide, high damaging moves. And then in low stance we have what is basically the anyone who's played Bloodborne might remember this, the saw cleaver from the very start of the game. The difference though is that this one is much more agile. Okay, so a couple other weapons. We have the dual swords, the Kusarigama or chain sickle, And finally, the second weapon type that we're going to pick, the Odachi, which is basically a giant greatsword. Great, made for large sweeping movements. Anyway, let's move on ahead to the Guardian Spirit selection. So, depending on your Guardian Spirit's type, your yokai form will change. So, unlike the last game where the Guardian Spirit embodied itself into the weapon you wielded, giving you a damage boost of ridiculous proportions, this one gives you an actual form change and lets you fight pretty differently. So the first one we're going to show off is the Thunderhawk, which accesses the feral or yokai shift. So this is basically a speed form with twin daggers, great for kicking enemies around if you're in really close quarters or dodging out of the way. And while in this mode, you can also summon your Guardian Spirit, just like in Nioh 1. And now we're going to check out the Fierce Wolf and show off Yokai Shift Brute Mode. Now, you are able to customize the yokai forms in the character creation, but because this is a already set character, we have a set look for each of the yokai forms. Anyway, the brute mode is basically your power form. Large sweeping movements, very very high damage output, but unfortunately it is slow and bulky. So, yeah. Now the mode we're going to be picking, if we choose Kagewani here, is the Phantom form, which is basically your magic mode that focuses on ranged attacks and keeping your enemies at a distance. So, we're gonna we'll show off the Yokai Shift tutorial just to give you guys a better understanding of what we're working with, because some of these mechanics will come up pretty often. So, unlike a new mechanic we have in Nioh 2 is the burst counter and burst attack. So, burst counters basically function as a way to deal high damage if an enemy does a really really wide opening attack. It can be a little tricky, but every enemy is different, and some burst attacks are easier to block than others. So let's block this one. Now, depending on the yokai form you pick, your burst counter will be different. So in Phantom mode, ours basically functions like a shield for a split second. For the brute form, we outright swing the club at them to knock them out of the burst attack animation. And for feral form, we dive in and stun them to break the burst counter. Alright. So we've already shown off that we can summon the guardian spirits. So let's just take out this Gaki. Alright, now let's move on to the next one. Okay, so now we have the Yokai Shift Grapple. Which basically functions as a finisher to take out enemies that are knocked down or out of key. Alright, now, one of the Phantom's unique skills is the Blood Moon in mechanic. Blood Moon in Yin lets us launch a projectile at an enemy to teleport us to them, and Blood Moon Yang is our charge-up attack. So let's show off of Yin, and then let's show off of Blood Moon Yang. Hang on. And then after doing the Blood Moon Yang, we can temporarily use the giant and saw blade that we have. So yeah, let's end the Yokai Shift and move on to the first level. Toyotomi Hideyoshi, the man who achieved no small triumph in bringing unity to this nation, was born in a poor village in a time of civil strife, but was blessed with a shrewd mind and the courage needed to overcome adversity.
Help! Help! Help me! Please! Please! Is anyone in there? Is anyone there? Help! Please, I'm begging you! You have to help me! I know you're in there, please! Help me, you can't leave me here! Open the door! Open the door!
Alright, so we've acquired a Divine Branch Fragment, so if we're having a really hard time with the mission, then we can use these to get out of the mission, but we will lose all the Amrita that we currently have on our person. Sorry, 1 second. Okay, so before we get started, we've got a couple things we can pick up. So in the shrine, we have some boons that we can collect. So because we've got the remaster of Nioh 2 playing right now, and a Nioh 1 DLC, we can get a few things. So we've got the Demon Horde set and weapons, as well as some, what's it called? Some accessories that can give us a little boost. We have the Million Demon set and a shoulder strap. So we're gonna quickly switch our weapons to accommodate. Okay. Now we're not going to try and make ourselves too heavy, even for the beginning of the game. So we have the combo list here, so we can review any combos that we need to switch out, or if we need a reminder on how the game works. We have the Amrita memories, which will give us a quick little tutorial on how to do stuff, and some background information that we find throughout the world. What do I have in my equipment that's proccing this? Oh, right. So we're going to quickly equip the 2 Netsuges that we have. And just get rid of these little exclamation marks that are taking up my menu. Okay. Now, let's move on to the village of Cursed Blossoms. I wait under the nighttime cherry blossoms for the hero that will set our village free from these horrors that plague us. It seems that this village is from someone that's heard whispers of my work slaying yokai. There are no hints as to who sent it, but it appears to come from a village called Jusan Zakura. If there are really yokai there, then it might be worth heading that way to take a look. Alright.
Should you seek comfort in your sorrow, you would be wise to head to the nearby shrine.
So, for anyone who doesn't know, or for those who need a reminder, when you play any of these kinds of games, you have little spots of safety. So in Nioh, we have shrines, and these will reset the area's enemies spawns and restore all hit points once you have an item usage and an all limited item usage. So we also have a level up because as we've just picked this place. So we're gonna put a point into let's see. We're going to put a point into stamina for the time being, just because this will help knock off our equipment weight.
I should have trained more.
Alright.
Think you can defeat me? Just try it.
Okay. So a quick little thing before we move on to the next area is that we will have a is that every time we do some movements, our stamina will show off a red then blue line. whenever that happens, we need to make an effort to reset our stance so we can recover the stamina. Otherwise, we just wind up wasting time during a fight.
Oh, it's huge! There's no way we can stop something like that!
Alright. Alright, say hello to the game's first mini-boss, the Gozuki. So this is the game's way of telling you that you don't have to fight every enemy that you come across, and this is one you can absolutely avoid if you want to, but I'm gonna fight it. Ow. Come on. Okay, so that little puddle he's just thrown up there is what's known as a yokai realm. If we step in that, our stamina regeneration will be greatly reduced. So we gotta try and avoid those when we can. Now this is not a fight we're expected to win on the first try, but it is definitely one we should try to win because it will make the game just a little bit easier going forward. Ow. Sorry, the level more easier, not the whole game. The whole game is a different beast entirely. Now, at the moment, we can really only rely on hit and run strategies. Okay. Otherwise, stuff like that happens. Let's just quickly pick up our grave before we forget it. And rush right back into the fight. Come on. Get over here. Okay. Now that was an attack we, could have blocked, but... Well, we could have countered, but we weren't unable to, so we could only just block it. Oh my god. Come on. Oh, that attack is always so annoying. It comes in much faster than you would think. Sorry if you can hear the plane flying overhead. Ow! Okay, come on. Ow. I don't think we're winning this one. Okay, we're actually going to make a runner back to... We're going to make a runner back to the shrine and try to level up. Okay, so, if you can't win a fight, don't be afraid to run. And we're going to level up stamina one more time because it will put us into the green range as far as weight is concerned, which will make our stamina regeneration just a bit faster. Now, another thing we have at the shrine is the offering. So, if we just go through our items real quick, hold on a moment. We have some gear that we can get rid of. So, we can select the lone wolf gear that we have, or rather the lone wolf gear that we're not using at the moment, as well as the Yamato Adachi and the Iron Switchglaive, and that will get us, if you look in the bottom right hand corner, Divine Rice and some Amrita to use for leveling up. So now that we've gotten the Divine Rice, we can check out the Kodama Bazaar, and this will allow us to get items in exchange for the Divine Rice. Now, for the time being, we're going to avoid spending it because there are items we can get later down the line. Now, another thing we can do, if we need some help, we can summon a Benevolent Grave, a Phantom, if we have any Ochoko cups on us, but unfortunately we don't. So, and if we feel like getting some Ochoko cups, we can fight the Bloody Graves to get gear from players that have died in the game. Alright. So, leveling up is a bit different as well. So when you level up, you will get Samurai skill points. And getting skills for weapons and armor is also... weapons and other magic skills are also a bit different. So by using the weapons, you will get skill points by using magic. You will get by using magic and ninjutsu. You will get ninja and omyo magic skills. By picking up an item called a soul core, you will get shiftling skills. So, let's check out the samurai skills, and we are going to pick out Key Pulse Man. So every time we do a Key Pulse, we will it'll help negate some of the damage from the next attack we guard. For a short time, of course. Okay, that was one way to start the fight. Ow. Okay, we're off to a strong start here. Come on. Come and get it. So a little thing about the Key Pulse is when a yokai realm is currently on the field, we can disperse it by stepping into the realm and then performing a Key Pulse to get rid of it. The timing to do it is still a bit tricky sometimes if you're in the middle of a fight, but it's worth doing if you can get rid of them. Oh my god. Come on. Now ideally, I should be hitting this guy from behind, but his sweep attacks are a bit of a problem. Okay, back up, back up, back up. Nice. So some parts of yokai can be broken off. Oh, come on. I nearly had him. Anyway, some parts of the yokai bodies can be broken off. You just gotta aim for the giant crystal parts. But breaking them is easier said than done. It's not something you should attempt if you can... unless you can absolutely do it. Excuse me. Alright, now we did pick up an Switchglaive skill, so we're gonna get this. So we're going to pick up Focus Retribution, which will give us a high-powered, high-stance swing. But we're probably not going to use it during the Gozuki fight. Oh my god, that hurt. Sorry that I'm still a bit sniffly. Come on. Ow. So now that we've gotten this guy to about half health, now would be a good time to show off what our yokai form can do. So, hang on a moment. Let's wait until we can knock this guy's stamina out just a bit more. Now that we've got him down, let's fire it off. Okay, so that definitely helped. Yeah, against enemies like this, the Phantom form is good for chipping away at their health. But the yokai form is limited and can only take a few hits. Anyway, that's the fight there. Alright, so for those of you watching on YouTube, this is going to be the end of the first episode. For those of you watching on Twitch, stick around because we're going to keep playing. Anyway, I will see you. Those of you on YouTube in part 2. Bye.